and that worked. While some big city mayors and blue state governors were defunding the police, we're funding our police. We're giving them raises. We're raising the pay and providing more resources to our troopers, SLED agents, parole officers, correction officers, game wardens, and peace officers, and we're going to keep on doing that. And also, we voted last year to put a school resource officer in every school, and we're working to see that that's accomplished 100%, and that means an armed law enforcement officer in every school, in every county, all day, every day in South Carolina to protect the teachers and to protect our most valuable asset, that is the children and what they are learning. We outlawed sanctuary cities and sent the National Guard troops to the southern border. I was pleased to go down there and see them. They were doing their jobs and representing us well. And we're going to stop the revolving door of criminals getting out on bail just so they can go commit another crime. We're going to stop that revolving door. In South Carolina, we're proud of our pro-life and pro-family policies. When I issued the executive order to prevent taxpayer dollars from going to abortion providers like Planned Parenthood, the Biden administration sued to stop me. When I signed our heartbeat bill into law, the Biden administration did what? Sued to overturn it. And when we stepped in to protect our faith-based foster care providers like Miracle Hill, the Biden administration sued. And we sued the Biden administration on their mandates, their vaccine mandates, and guess what? We won, because it's not in the Constitution for the federal government to be issuing those mandates. I'm confident in the very near future the U.S. Supreme Court will stand with South Carolina and other pro-life family states in protecting the most precious of all rights, the right to life. We unleash the free market in public education with choice and competition. Parents with 4-year-old children who live in lower-income households will now enroll their child at the public, private, or for-profit full-day kindergarten provider that best suits their child's educational needs. That is choice in education. Soon I will sign into law a bill that creates the state's very first education savings account, giving parents additional options for their child's education. We are reforming how the state funds public education. We have 29 different funding streams that flow in from the state to the local school districts, 29. It's confusing and impossible to determine how much of that funding actually makes it into the classroom, so we're fixing that. Funding should follow the child into the classroom, and every parent will now know how every school district spends every single dollar. Teacher pay. Teacher pay is on the rise in South Carolina. When I took office, the minimum starting salary for a new teacher was $30,000 a year. Currently, we're at $36,000. That's not enough. Next week, when I approve the state budget, the new minimum starting salary for a teacher in South Carolina will be $40,000, and that is just the beginning. Our state's booming economy has created 100,000 open jobs right now. In high demand, skilled trades and professions, employers are struggling to find people. Working with the South Carolina Technical College system, we created special scholarships at our 16 technical colleges. What for? So residents can get the degree or the credentials they need to fill one of those open jobs. We're the only state in the country that has such a program. To date, over 6,000 South Carolinians have been retained and employed, and we plan to keep those scholarships going until all of those jobs are filled. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make big, bold, and transformative investments that will bring prosperity and happiness to our people for generations to come. We know the competition for jobs and investment is fierce, both nationally and globally, and particularly here in the Southeast. We must win this competition. This means we must do a number of things. We must invest in widening our interstates. We must expedite and accelerate the start and completion of projects designed to relieve traffic congestion, to replace bridges, and to repave and resurface secondary roads. And we must invest in infrastructure, invest in water and sewer, and broadband access, especially in rural South Carolina. I believe that ensuring prosperity for generations of South Carolinians to come requires that we build the workforce, the infrastructure, the intellectual capital, the environmental assets, and the quality of life necessary for us to compete and win in South Carolina. And when I say compete and win, I mean all of our people, all of our people. South Carolina is booming, and we want it to boom for all of our people. So let us continue to work together. Let us continue winning. I believe in South Carolina. You believe in South Carolina. And we believe in America. And I believe in each and every South Carolinian. And I know that the best is come. The best is to come. We have a bright future, unlike we have seen in many, many years. It is clear that one of the adversaries we have is the unfounded projects and attitudes of the national government. Things are going wild in Washington. The southern border, the inflation, the prices, the policies of our national government are not positive for our people. But in South Carolina, we're doing things right. We're doing things right. We are an example for the rest of the country. And Peggy and I and Pamela and David are enormously proud of our people and enormously hopeful, and know we are certain that the best is yet to come for South Carolina, and we look forward to working with all the people, everybody out there. And I want to thank you again for this great victory tonight, and we're looking for one more.
One more.
We're looking for one more, and it's coming. Thank you. Okay.
I think you said it all.
Meeting's adjourned.